Hi, Fierce Working Moms. I am so excited to be here. I've never done a Facebook Live before, and I am really looking forward to this. So let's dive in. Today's Facebook Live is about how everything feels urgent and important right now. And I don't know about you all, but this end of year stress and chaoticness and insanity is about as much as I can take. So let's talk about it. The end of the school year brings all kinds of scheduling conflicts, right? We've got our end of school celebrations, we've got graduations, we've got performances, we've got after school activities are ending, so all of a sudden there's like a childcare issue. School pickup becomes this scramble because the normal routine is shot to hell. We need to make sure that the summer plans are set up and that camps are registered for and that, all of the supplies have been purchased and equipment and whatever. And that childcare has been scheduled in those in-between times, that there isn't camp or that there's kid vacation but not grown-up vacation. And it's really, really hard with one child, but then when you're dealing with multiple children and multiple schedules and multiple summer plans, it's like as much as somebody's brain could take, right? And then there are also, dealing with the teacher gifts and making sure that they feel appreciated for caring for our children and teaching them and developing them, and all of the birthday parties that people decide to schedule because their babies are summer babies and everybody's going to be away, so those birthday parties have to be before the end of the year. It's literally a scheduling nightmare, right? And then on top of it, or aside from it, or next to it, or however you want to generate the mental model in your head, you've got all of the work stuff, right? So that's the home stuff. Now you have all of the work stuff. People are being laid off. People are being asked to go back to the office after they signed contracts saying that they were remote. Project management is seasonal and often in high gear, coincidentally with end of school year, or the launching of new initiatives. The timing of launching new initiatives at work is always like just really on point. And then, we've got attrition, right? So besides layoffs, team members are leaving. People are deciding to go elsewhere. People are looking for more money, more flexibility, want to work not as hard, want to be able to work, from France or whatever. And all of this is creating low morale, right? So organizations are really suffering right now because of the layoffs, because of the changes, and people are just unhappy at work, which feeds into the larger stress, chaos narrative that everyone is feeling. And also, let's not forget all of the meetings that are thrown on our calendars that could have been an email. And if anybody is dealing with performance evaluations, another thing that's so well timed with the end of the school year. So together, all of these things, right, create a ton of stress and contribute to the feeling that we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders as fierce working moms and as human beings, really. All of this stress puts us in this survival mode. It's amygdala hijack, right? You're in like fight, flight, or freeze. And it's really, really difficult to make high quality decisions when you're feeling like your hair is on fire and it's all you can do to stay afloat, because you've got all of these balls in the air. They're all hot potatoes, and if one of them drops, the entire house is going to come down. So I think there are a couple of things that I want to share with you today about that feeling and how to address it in a way that could potentially make it more manageable if you really allow it to. So the first point that I want to make, and this is a question that I ask leaders all the time when I'm working with them: who is going to die if X doesn't get done? Who's going to die? Oh, nobody? That's so interesting. So we generate this additional pressure on ourselves to get everything done. And this sense of urgency is like it's not real. It's kind of manufactured, right? Like, worst case scenario, nobody's going to die. You might miss a deadline. A kid might miss a birthday party. You might miss a school performance or a luncheon or a celebration. Nobody is going to die. And the reason that it's important is because we can only do what is actually possible within the 24 hours that we are given in a day. So it's about prioritizing. We all know that. It's about making sure that you're not in two places at once and you create time to travel between and whatever. But it's also about determining what is actually important to do and attend, and what is okay to let fall by the wayside or delay, right? And I think the second thing that I wanted to bring up today is this idea, we work so hard to try to get all of the things done that we lose sight of how the stress that we're carrying impacts the people that we're surrounded by. And what I mean by that is, families are ecosystems. Teams at work are ecosystems. Cultures in the workplace are ecosystems, right? And if any piece or part of the ecosystem is off, there's like a domino effect or a ripple effect, right? And so I think that often we think that by making these valiant attempts to get everything done, and in a perfect world, get everything done well, is the bar. And I am here to tell you that it's not the bar. The bar is homeostasis. The bar is balance in your ecosystems. So if saying no to things, or letting things fall by the wayside, or just figuring out how to get the important stuff done, things that aren't going to kill people, if you can do that, then what you're doing is putting your ecosystem first. And you're determining that your well-being is more important to the larger ecosystem than getting all of these things done that effectively are not memorable and really, in the scheme of things, are not that important. So I just wanted to leave you with those thoughts. After taking a poll of folks in the group and seeing how many people are feeling overwhelmed by end of year stuff, I just wanted to throw that out there, this idea that in case someone is going to die, you can probably shelve, table, or ignore several things that are on your calendars. And I wanted to give you permission to do that. I hope you all are well. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to doing these again. If you want to hear more, or you want to schedule a call with me, please do so by typing in CamiLewisLevin.com/apply, and it'll take you right to my calendar, and I'd love to talk more about this or about any of the other content that's on our site. Thanks so much. I love you all.